welcome back to MoMo on the Move. Today, we're not in Sterling's apartment. We're actually in Thor's apartment. He's going to be my special guest for today, and he just got out of work, so I'm going to be his bartender today, and we're going to talk about whether New York is better than LA or if LA is better than New York. We're going to go through a little speed round of questions, make some margaritas, and come to a conclusion by the end of this episode. So, Thor, tell us about yourself while I make you a drink.
First of all, disclaimer, if she makes me look fat on this video, I'm going to be the first fucking person on her podcast to fucking sue her.
Damn.
So, let's start with that. But, me and Momo actually went to college together.
But we didn't become besties so recently.
Facts.
Tell them how we met.
So the real version is I told her
the real version
because I don't know what version you sent out there.
Yo,
so the real version is I was like, yo, yeah, right. So the real version is I was like, hey, she was like, hey, we moved. She said in my DMs, and she was like, hey, I just moved over there. She was like, I saw you was at this club or whatever. I was just there, and I was like, yo, let's go hang out, let's go dance. And you know, we vibed, we chilled. And I found out she was a fucking phenomenal dancer. So I was like, this is who I'm gonna party with for the rest of my time here in LA.
Yeah, no, honestly, it was really difficult making that transition. This is also why I miss New York. Because when I came out to California, it was I've never been around so many Mexicans in my life. Which is no big deal, but like I was like, where are my Dominican people? Because I'm with my Salvadorian side here, and I'm just like, I needed some mango in my life, and
you need some sazon.
I needed some sazon. I needed some of what I'm used to. So when I found out this place that he brought me to, I was like, yo, this place is lit. I'm dancing salsa, merengue, bachata, and I found someone that can dance, but that was difficult. You need to find someone that you can dance with and go
Shout out to the
with.
strangers that stopped what they were doing to record us dancing because they never saw people dance like
They're
us.
like, I ain't never seen anyone do something like that.
Shout out to that.
For real. So I don't know if this is a heavy hand, but it looks fire, does it not? You got the salted rim, little lime there.
That shit looks bomb. That shit looks bomb.
Yeah, I'm taking you to
I need you to drink
the
with
island.
me
Don't
because
worry. You ain't gotta ask me twice.
You know, I'm about to have me lit as fuck and you're not.
Don't worry. So, Thor, tell them what you do though. Like, why'd you come out to LA?
I move pounds and pounds of drugs.
He's a part of the cartel.
I'm a kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine.
And I would have to talk about my trap queen days. Let's not.
So, I actually moved out here a week after graduation from Newport because I landed this amazing opportunity in Southern California. I am an electrical engineer.
Okay, there you go.
I was originally working for an aerospace company, and then my company ended up splitting from there. But I am a hardware test engineer. And yeah, I've been here since the first week of 2017.
So it's been 2 years?
It's been 2 years, about to go 2.5 years, but I was here also. Cheers.
Cheers. Yo, party foul 101. Don't ever do that again. Also, you gotta look in the eyes. Apparently, it's bad sex.
For 7 years, and we
For
can't have
7.
that.
No.
Because honestly, like...
Ain't nobody need that in their life. No one deserves that.
Yeah, no one deserves fucking that. That shit kills egos. Bad sex kills fucking egos.
I've heard.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies up, bitch. Anyway, so what is your take on moving from New York to LA?
So I'm gonna tell you right now. So on some for real shit.
On some for real shit right now.
Anybody that moves from wherever they're from, quote unquote, whatever they're used to, it takes some getting used to. It takes some getting used to for real. And my transition here was a little difficult at first. Oh, that's what we're doing?
I'm squeezing the lime and throwing it in there for sure.
That's what we're doing. Any transition is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to get out of your comfort zone
Mm-hmm.
and go to a whole new place. Do you have
napkin?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have a napkin in my apartment?
This could be my apartment. It's on standby right now, guys. But so yeah, continue about the transitioning.
So back to what I was saying. So it's very hard to make the transition. It's very hard to go somewhere where you don't have any friends, where you don't have anything. You're starting fresh, fucking blank from square one. I was lucky to have had one friend over here. Shout out to Rick Star.
Here.
Who's also Dominican, and we grew up in the Bronx. So I had that one friend, but aside from that, I didn't really have anybody. So I had to start from scratch. So my first year, as I was out here, I was living with myself. I had friends pull up on me every week. So
that's how it's been like for me. Like everyone's like, "Oh, you in LA?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so like I'm obviously I make time to go see these people that are like, because I'm like, when's the next time I'm going to see them? I don't know. When am I going back to New York? I mean, I'm going back soon, but like, I don't know. I still am on the fence of whether I'm going to stay in LA or if I'm going to go back to New York. But continue.
So my first year I did 7 trips to New York.
Damn.
7 trips to New York. I was
in your first year?
In my first year.
Jesus.
So basically like January, then I went in March, then I went in May, then I went like every other month I
tried to make your way there.
Because I was homesick. And
I'd be homesick all the time.
My friends mean everything to me. My best friend, shout out to Louis Passion. Literally, like my friends are me, you know?
Right.
So
I agree.
But yeah, like I had friends pull up on me every week or every other week. So like I was at Airbnb, a free Airbnb. Like people were just coming in. They're like, "Oh, cool, I live by myself." So everybody was just like crash for me. So it wasn't as hard.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, I ended up making some friends.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I want to talk about.
Friends? Did you make friends like through work or through Rickstar?
I ended up going out here and there. I ended up meeting some girls that I knew the summer before because I did come to LA the summer before I came here. Okay. For a 3-month trial period for my job. Okay. So I ended up meeting some girls.
They gave you a trial period, or that was just you just trying to figure it out?
No, I ended up doing an internship.
Oh, okay.
And then ended up transitioning to a job.
Okay.
So I ended up meeting some people here and there. But I'm gonna be real, like, it was a struggle when I first came out here. Shout out to Tinder. It is what it is.
This has been brought up on like the past 3 episodes, so go for it.
It is what it is. I didn't know, like...
You found your Tinderellas in there too?
Yeah, so there's some crazy bitches on Tinder. Like story for another day. So, for the first 2 months, I kind of did that. And then, around my birthday in March, after I've been here for 2 months, one of my best friends, Victoria, shout out to Vicky.
Hometown friend.
Pulled up. And we went out and went to the club. And at the club, I ended up meeting some friends who were promoters. And they were like, yo, you're very, like, friendly. You're very, like, boom. Like, do you want to promote with us?
Did they ask you to promote?
Yeah. They were like,
you would be the perfect promoter.
They were like, do you want to promote us? All you have to do is talk to girls, bring them to the tables, and we'll have bottles for you in VIP section. I said, what?
That's it?
And we'll pay you. And I was just like...
How much? Was it like decent money?
It's not like what I'm making now.
Okay.
But I was like...
You're also an electrical engineer.
So I was like, I could do this. I do this on the regular and I spend money on drinks on females, women. So I was just like, fuck it. Like, I will do this now. So I did that from March to September. 6 months of straight partying every Saturday and Sunday.
Jesus Christ. How's your liver?
So I ended up meeting some people. So, what you said?
I said, how's your liver?
Oh. So, you're killing it right now.
Yeah.
So, I ended up doing that, and I ended up meeting some friends, and through there I met some more friends, and through that and Rickstar, I ended up meeting people, and I ended up meeting some girls actually. And believe it or not, some of these girls, after we hung out and cleaned my room together,
right?
We ended up being cool. We ended up being cool. They were like, "Yo, like you're dope, blah blah," you know. Shout outs to you, and we just ended up being cool. So I started making friends in like little different pockets.
So from promoting from old friends that moved to LA from New York. Okay. Yeah, my situation, you guys already know, but my transition wasn't so difficult. Shout out to my family that lives here because it kind of made my transition pretty smooth. But I also had in my mind, like, I was really focused when I came here. Like I already had like 2 goals that I wanted to accomplish when I got here. And I was like, the first thing I need to do is get a car, because without a car, I have no freedom. And if I don't have my freedom, I'm going to go crazy. And that's what I did. Like, that's what I saved up my money for in New York. So when I got to LA, I got my car my first week. Shout out to my aunt and uncle who helped me, like, scoop my Green Lantern deal. That's what I call my car. It's been through some things already. But it was a steal. A nice Toyota Solara 2000. It's popping. Low mileage, 1 title, whatever. And then I got my job like the second week, which was lit. And through my job, I found my two homies, Vero and Amina. You've already seen them. And I just like had in my mind, like, once the ball is rolling, it's about to go down.
That's one thing I want everybody to know, that when they move out here, like, you should definitely get a car.
Like, number one.
It took me like a year to get a car. But I was also like living like down the street from my job.
You're a Bronx boy. You're not like used to driving. Like I'm from Long Island, so I had to drive when I was younger. But like coming from the city to LA, like in New York, that's not your first like priority getting a license, because you got public transportation, the MTA taking you everywhere. That's what I miss about New York. That's one thing. The trip, as shitty as it is, like it was convenient, even though you never know like what
you don't
time
know what
you're
you
gonna
have,
get to work.
honestly, until you lose it. Because like, I used to complain about those 10-minute train rides, and now the bus, I realized that the bus here, it was like 30 minutes. I was like, fuck, I can't do this shit. I was Ubering everywhere. I haven't taken a train in LA, but I did take the bus here and there. And I was like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna get a car. And I ended up buying a car.
It's the only way you're gonna survive, even though gas is kicking my ass right now. It's
I should have bought a plane, but that's
if only. So would you say transportation is better in New York or in LA?
For sure in New York.
All right, New York gets a point. We're going to tally up some points between New York and LA on different points, and we're going to see by the end of the show where we're at. Okay, so...
Disclaimer again, I'm a West Coast poppy now, so even if New York wins, fuck New York, LA is the winner.
Damn.
At the end of the day, I fucking switch real quick.
Okay, well, see, I'm still on the fence because
But you're on this side of the fence now.
It's only been like 4 months since I've been here, right? I got here in January, and it's May. And you've been here for 2 years, so... But so far, I have like the little balance scale, and I'm just like, there's a lot of pros and cons for both. Personally, I'm biased. Okay, let's have the conversation about people. What do you think is better? LA, come on.
So,
not to be biased.
Honestly, this is a split tie, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I've been thinking about this, and I was like, damn, I hope she doesn't ask me that. But the answer just came right now. So, LA is a more professional city. So I like that the people here are more professional, at least what I've been exposed to, because I came here for my profession. In New York, there's so many hustlers, there's so many scammers, and I feel like that's not really a thing here, or I haven't been experienced to that here. So I just feel like, but what I don't like about New York is that it's so cutthroat, and people will literally like climb over you to get to wherever the fuck they need to get to. So here, people are not as cutthroat. But then the con to that is people are not as direct. Yeah. So like people here are like very shady, like.
Yeah. See, the professionalism I think sometimes gets confused with the fakeness out here, because like everyone has an ulterior motive. Like it's like some people aren't really real people trying to get to know you. They're just trying to see where you're at, so they can get to the next level. And that's fine. That's networking. That's what it is. I guess it's more like, I guess everyone knows that's the page that everyone's on, and in New York it's like survival of the hustler out there. And I don't know. I guess I like the fact that I came from the East Coast and have that mentality and came out here because
if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
That's what I'm
I have
saying.
2 questions for you. Boom.
Okay, so people in New York or LA.
Honestly, the split tie because it's a split tie.
I'm gonna. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
Half it.
All right, we're gonna do 1-on-1.
But I have a question. In New York, people go up to you and you'll talk to them about anything. You don't know what the fuck is coming.
Yeah.
For the first sentence, you don't know what's coming. In LA, the first 2 sentences are the same.
What do you do?
What do you do? What is your name and what do you do? I've never noticed that until half a year of being in LA. Because everybody was like, hey, what's your name and what do you do? And I'm like, what the fuck? This shit is so repetitive. In LA, everybody just wants to know, what is your name? What do you do?
How much money are you making?
And how much money are you making? Yeah, that's probably the 3rd question. In a nice way. They'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, how long you been doing that job? And then they analyze real quick. Okay, this person makes 6 figures. This person makes this. This person makes that. In New York, you never knew. You never really knew. So that's something different.
Yeah. I guess, with people from LA and in New York, I just feel like, you said people are indirect here, right? You just, kind of don't know their angle. But you always know it's to level up. But, I feel like with New York, they're just more real. If they hate you, they're going to say that they hate you in front of your face. They're not going to be like, hey, yeah.
Yeah. I miss the realness, yeah.
They're
more authentic.
You know what they're feeling, when they're feeling, and how they're, dealing with it. So I guess I respect the realness of New York. And I like the gritty, the cutthroat. I just feel like I'm a hustler myself. But my acting coach, when I got here, he was like, yo, people from the East Coast, when they come to LA, they crush it. Just because, they have that, that drive in their personality. And then people here, they complain about rain. Yeah. And so when it comes to, going to work and all that stuff, it's the rain deters them. And we're going through some hurricanes, some snowstorms. It's sunny, it's 60 degrees one day and, -10 the next. It's New York is dramatic for us. Let me tell you. So that's why I say the weather fucking wins here. They get a point. LA, it's not even a competition. Especially San Diego. It's always 70 degrees.
I haven't checked the weather here since I lived here.
It's not really necessary.
It's okay. The most I'll ask is do I need to take a jacket or not? Maybe.
Yeah, you don't know if you need to take a jacket, hat, scarves, gloves.
But in New York, you're damn, let me take a coat, let me take a scarf, let me take a bag, you dress in layers because fucking it's summer in the morning and then fucking winter at night.
Yeah. I miss my seasons though. But as a Caribbean person, I'd rather be sweating than freezing. But okay. So LA won for weather.
All right, what else you got?
People are split. All right, food. This is it.
I knew you were gonna say that. So, unfortunately, I'll give it to New York, but this is because there is no fritura, there's no Dominican spot, there's no.
It's not sad, bro.
But the only time that LA wins is in tacos.
Yeah, the Mexican food.
Fucking Mexican food out here is bomb. But again, that's why, because they have 3rd generation Mexicans. They have Mexicans, LA Mexicans and New York Mexicans are 2 different Mexicans.
Yeah, that's why I was I wasn't used to what I was seeing.
Yeah, the Mexicans in New York look like they got hit with a stack of quarters.
Okay, I hope none of those people listen to mine.
I'm serious. The Mexicans in New York don't even look good. But I understand why. They're 1st generation.
My friends that are Mexican, though, they pop it. You haven't seen them.
But the Mexicans here, they look like telenovela Mexicans. They look like they're 3rd generation. They speak English. They don't even speak Spanish here, the Mexicans here, which is crazy. But they look so Caucasian, so white, so fit. They don't look Mexican at all.
That's literally my friend Juliet. She's literally half Caucasian and white, fit, but she looks poppin'. But
But still, the
food in New York, the food in New York definitely wins. I just feel like you literally have every
everything,
every
and it closes at 4.
And it closes, yeah, or it doesn't because they be wilding out there. They don't sleep. And that's also okay. Leading up to the next question, you said New York closes at 4, LA closes at 2. So, nightlife in LA or New York?
So,
for me, it's already New York. It's a wrap. Like, why are we closing at 2? Like, the first time
New
I
York
got
has
here,
a better nightlife.
Like, it's not even a question. And there's, like, a little bit of everything. Like, you go, like, 5 blocks away, you're in, like, literally Columbia. Then you're, like, a few, like, miles this way, and you're, like, in Koreatown. Like, it's great. I mean, like, you have that here, too, but it's, like, I don't know. I guess it's just more live, I think.
Yeah. So, is that everybody's has more sazon. Everybody, if you grow up in New York, it don't matter where you are, you're dancing reggae, you're dancing this, you're dancing here, you're a fucking salsa dancer. If you dance salsa and you dance reggaeton in LA, like that's it. The girls here can't twerk. Some of them can twerk.
Twerking is a talent.
Some of them can, a lot of them can't dance. Like you bump and grind or you dancing with shorty. Some of them can, some of them got rhythm, but the majority don't. And it's just like, that I miss. That's why when I met you and we were dancing, I was like, oh my God. Like I was literally falling in love. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was like, oh yeah, she's from New York.
I get it. Also Dominican, so we are on the same page here. Okay, so New York wins the nighttime, daytime.
What's the score right now?
New York is winning. But we're also on the fence with people.
Okay.
But also the people that I fuck with here are like not from LA. They're not LA natives. They're from the East. They're actually from the East Coast or from Puerto Rico or just not from here.
Got it. So what we got next?
Okay. Alcohol.
Oh.
LA
for sure. So I'm gonna tell you right now. You go and buy a bottle in any liquor store, $50 in New York. You buy that same bottle in the supermarket here, $25. $20.
Yo, Trader Joe's, like I said in my Girl Talk episode, $3 for a bottle of wine. Like the max you'll spend for a bottle of wine that's like good in Trader Joe's is like
$5.
Yeah, like $15 max, but the lowest goes to $3.
But all the wine is from California.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you don't have to import it. Yeah. But still, wine is important in life. That is, you need to know what's up.
We switching to wine later on, by the way.
No, that's gonna fuck you up more. We gotta stay consistent. Anyway, cost of living.
The same.
LA?
People say that New York is people say that New York is more expensive. But I think they're the same. Like, I think it depends. Like, a good area in New York is the same equivalent to a good area here, and a bad area is the same to a bad area. I think it's the same.
I think, though, because there's more space in California, that you get you get a bigger bang for your buck here.
Oh, for sure.
Because, like, you'd be paying $1,000 a month for this same apartment, and you go to New York and you pay $1,000 a month and you're paying for a closet. Like,
yeah.
That's like... So the cost of living, I think, is better here.
Yeah. Here you definitely have more space. Like, if you look at this living room, I can't see.
This is like...
This shit is huge.
If you could see this apartment, it's pretty...
Big.
This is a poppin' apartment for New York. Like, pop. They're like, you at least pay $2,500.
Yeah.
Easy.
Just for the space.
With 4 roommates.
Most spots in LA have parking, have a pool, have a jacuzzi included. Like,
it's pretty poppin'. Okay. So LA cost of living, they take it. They take the cake. And daytime we said LA. Right?
Daytime, 100% LA.
It's because of the weather.
100%
You can
LA.
be hiking at one point, biking, but like, there's no weather obstacles that you're just like, it's gonna interfere with you going to play beach volleyball one day or like.
The only bad thing about the daytime is the traffic. Hopefully that's not a question.
Oh, traffic. Let's write it down.
LA has the worst traffic in the world.
Honestly, so I guess traffic is better in New York. And you can dodge traffic by taking the train. But then again, there's train traffic.
But I do have fast track, so I don't play the traffic shit.
I mean, you can get Easy Pass in New York.
Here is completely different. Like, fucking...
I feel like it's a big game changer. Because I feel like everybody got Easy Pass in New York. And then in LA, it's like not many.
Here's a whole different highway. Like, here's like literally like a whole different... Like, not just a lane. Like, literally, it's like... You get on that shit, people don't even want to pay for it, so I just zip, because time is money and I can't afford to waste time.
That's fact. Okay. So, alright, now LA is taking the lead here.
I called it from the beginning, like,
alright.
West Coast Poppy. Feel me?
Alright, quality, not quantity. Scenery, okay. Depends what you want to see. New York, we went to New Paltz. New Paltz is pretty, like...
New Paltz is really nice. It's very
had the mountains,
country.
It very had, like, the...
You want to see the city? Go to downtown LA. Boom. You want to see the mountains? Go anywhere in LA. You want to see a nice little desert? Maybe an hour away. In New York, everything is either the city or the hood. That's your scenery.
The city, the hood, or upstate New York, which is, like, Hicktown.
Yeah, but that's, like, 2 hours away. And I feel like in LA...
Long Island's another world, too.
Yeah, I just feel like LA has beaches everywhere, clean beaches, not no Chocha Beach. Like, I don't know. You know what that one is? Chocha Beach is a beach in the Bronx.
Yeah, I don't go to the Bronx or the beach. Yeah. I'm in Long Island, so I be going.
Jones
there.
Beach is popping.
Jones Beach is ratchet, and I miss that shit.
But
shout out.
The best beach in New York is probably like the shittiest beach in LA. It's just
That's
nice. It's just
the Hamptons are probably
nice.
like the shittiest beach in LA for sure.
So for sure, the scenery out here. Look at the scenery right in front of me right now. OD popping.
Yo, we be gassing me. But anyway, okay, art. I don't know. I like to go to museums. I don't know if you like to go to museums. I feel like when I came to LA though, like it was a little weird. Like at least like my cousin was like, you're gonna go to a museum by yourself? Like people don't just do that here. In New York, everybody be going to museums by themselves. At least like at least I think so. I feel like people are more creative and more like.
There's a lot of artsy stuff out here. I've been to a few museums. They're free. A lot of these shit is free.
The Broad Museum is pretty poppin'.
But I think maybe...
I feel like New York has more pop-ups and whatever.
New York had, I think, better museums.
I think it's a better art.
Yeah, for sure. And if you have fashion on there, New York does actually win also. I don't know if that was a category.
Fashion? We'll put it in the art room. Sports. I guess for baseball, Yankees. Poppin'.
Fuck the Yankees. It's all about the Dodgers now. The Yankees have to
the Dodgers were in New York first.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But you feel me, like, tickets are cheap to everything here.
I mean, game time be pretty poppin' anywhere.
Yeah. But here they have basketball. You got the Lakers. You got Dodgers. Like I just feel like LA has the better teams.
All right, Madison Square Garden or Staples?
I never went to both.
You never went to either?
I never went to both.
All right, well, MSG is the place to be.
Okay.
Let me just tell you that. I don't know. I think sports. Well, basketball, we're trash because the Knicks suck. It's like.
But here you got the Lakers. You have a poppin' baseball team, a poppin' basketball team. You have the soccer stadium here, and then you have a poppin' football team.
The poppin' basketball team is the Warriors, and they're in San Francisco. So that's not LA. It's California.
LA Lakers?
The Lakers are not popping. At least not now. Don't even act like you watch basketball now.
I don't, but everybody was always talking about the Lakers, and I'm just like, yo, like, no one's ever fucking talking about the Knicks. I guarantee you that.
Because the Knicks ain't winning. The Lakers won more, I guess, but like, they still suck. Kobe was great, but he ain't there anymore.
I'm just saying, like, they're making way more money in terms of sports in LA than they are in New York.
Well, I don't know the statistics on that, so you're gonna have to show me the card backs. So because we both don't really know, like, what's really. I think going to the experience for a sports game a lot more fun in New York.
I will tell
It's a
you
lot
that
more
I will tell you that a Yankee game has more energy than a Dodgers game. I will tell you that.
Oh, this isn't even a question.
I will tell you that. I will tell you that.
I also think because I don't know if it's like illegal to what's it called when you're drinking tailgate.
Yeah.
Because I know it's illegal here. Because I asked like some
It's
people.
illegal here?
It's apparently illegal to tailgate at the Dodger game. Is it illegal everywhere then? Because I was about to say if that's
they do it in all the football games. They do it in
Oh yeah, no, I did all the football games. I was lit. Okay, activities. Is there more to do in LA or is there more to do in New York?
That has to be a tie. I think there's more things to do in LA. But I'm also biased because I was really broke when I was in New York. And there's more money to go around now. So I feel like I can do whatever the fuck I want.
But I feel like there are just a lot of like low key things that you can do in New York for free. Like and even like just sitting on the train, you have people like flipping on these poles in that like not even like you think they're gonna kick you in the face and then you just don't understand how they don't. And there's just like entertainment everywhere. But today I must say I went to Santa Monica Pier and there was like I was walking down like there was mad talent on that strip. But like the thing is it's not as like frequent, like
yeah. But it's not as also. Yo, wait, hold on. You have a problem.
What? Oh, we need another drink. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. Sports. We're just gonna call it. Oh, the Mary Jane. I know that's not a topic for you, but like I think that the fact that it's legalized here is absolutely amazing.
But the weed out here hits 100% harder than the
weed. No. I agree.
Come on.
Bam. Okay. So we got 1, 2.
I'm not answering any more questions.
No, that's it.
Until this cup is full.
Oh, okay. I also think we covered all the questions that are on this list. We went through food, people, daytime, nighttime. Oh shit.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier and I didn't want to like say, yo.
It's okay, but there's also ice in the freezer, so we're good. Oh, let's put this in here now.
All right. Can I take this conversation now?
I also think it's like LA wins, but I'm still a New York bitch. I love New York.
For now, wait till I convert the shit out of her. Now, can I take this conversation places?
Take it.
All right, cool. So, crazy times and crazy. New York has a lot of crazy people. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the dating in LA. That's where I was trying to take it.
We gotta be short, concise, and to the point because I've already talked about dating in LA 3 times on my podcast. This is a different perspective. So shoot, what's the question?
In New York, guys have to spit all the fucking game, and then maybe, depending on how tight your game is.
Hold on. Actually, after counting the points, it's a tie. So I'm still torn. Just so you know, update. I have not been converted yet.
Anyway, in New York, guys have to spit so much game and this, that, and the third, and to get a girl to in LA, girls come up to you, girls slide in your DMs, girls tell you, yo, what's good? I'm just trying to fuck. Yo, what's good? I'm trying to do this. Yo, what's up? You're at the club and girls just come up to you and be like, yo, like, take my number down. The first year, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is crazy. And it's just like, you would think, like, here, because they're celebrities and shit, that they're not, like, you would have to work a little harder. But I'm telling you right now,
but
in LA, these women just throw it at you.
Well, they think you're also the next agent or the next person that's going to sign them to be in their next music video. Like, they don't know who they bumping and grinding to in the club. So it's like, shit, maybe that was like, I don't know. I feel like it's because there is an ulterior motive. I feel like, I guess girls play more hard. Yeah, they definitely play more hard to get in New York.
I've had a lot of wild nights in New York, but that took a culmination of things on why it happened that was wild. You know, like college. College is crazier for sure in New York.
New Paltz deserves its own little podcast because that was 4 years, at least for me, 4 years for me of ratchet
knit.
tree to the max.
So
when I have Alexa and Manuela on my podcast, you'll be like,
so boom. So that's popping, and then on top of that, like depending on who you're with or how you're connected, there's like a very big like that plays a very big role. So you feel me? Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I was getting pussy before this frat, before joining the frat. I got more pussy also I think after the frat or whatever. But here like you don't have to really say much. Like here is just crazy. Like I'm telling you, it's literally crazy. Just the way it gets thrown at you.
For guys, it's not as hard as it is in New York to get girls. Is what you're saying. And
all they have to know is that you're not Mexican, and oh my god, pussy just gets thrown at you because everything that's out here is just Mexican guys, and these guys have no game. I'm not even trying to talk down on them, but it's like
Dominican niggas are trouble. That's all I have to say. I don't like to date my own kind.
I'm just saying, like, you grew up in New York, you know how to talk, you got swag, you know, like, over here, like, guys just don't know how to talk to women.
I feel like the people just, like, have there's natural, like, did you just drip swag? You just drip swag.
Oh, my God. Cheers to that. Cheers to dripping swag. Cheers to lots of sex.
Cheers to that. But I just feel like if New York just came to LA, we would destroy it.
I like that LA is so different though. I like that
I like the fact that it's like calm and mellow, but also like everybody's hustling. Like
one big thing.
But they're slower here, so it's just like it's not.
So one thing that I do want to say is if you grew up in LA and you go to New York, you're gonna get destroyed. If you grew up in New York and you come to LA, you're gonna destroy it. So that is why I like that it's separate, because I like that it's so slow. I like that it's like this, so I can come and fucking crush it. I can come and, you feel me? I can come and just do damage because I have an advantage. Because I grew up in a fast-paced life. You feel me? I grew up running, so everybody here is walking. So I'm running past these motherfuckers.
Bars, Thor.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Was that on purpose? Did you just spit those like?
No, I wish
West Coast Poppy is his new rapper name.
Hashtag West Coast Poppy. But at Mr. International Poppy. Follow me on the gram.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna provide his link so you can see all his movements because this man be traveling. This is why he needs to be my roommate, because if we're roommates, it's basically like having my own apartment.
Oh, heard it.
It's alright. No, because it makes the times that we have more precious. But we're still working on being roommates, so stay tuned for the future.
Yeah, this is about to be the future podcast.
Because if we move in together, then you're gonna have Momo on move, like actually on move. And moving sucks, bro. Let me tell you.
Well, now I got
the amount of times I've moved, like in and out of houses and dorm rooms in New Paltz, those 4 years, it was like every single year was a movement. I'm like, yo, loading up this truck, unloading the truck, and then we have to help all our friends because we're good people.
I have two questions for you.
What?
So I'm gonna shoot it back to you real quick. What was the perception versus reality of coming over here? What did you think was gonna happen and it didn't happen? And what do you thought was this way, but it was actually this way? Question one.
Okay. Well,
first of all, did you think it was going to be easy? Or did you think it was going to be this hard or this easy? Or was it harder than you thought? Or was it easier than you thought?
I think it was easier than I thought.
Boom.
But
boom.
I also, I think I came,
Oh, you came?
I came so ready to just focus on what I needed to do, because the reason I moved was because I felt like I needed a change of pace from New York. I felt like.
And you heard I was out here.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were out here.
You just said yeah. So
I was just also I was kind of lost. I was like, what am I doing?
Oh, and then you found me.
And then okay, are you gonna stop? Anyway, So I just felt like I needed to change the pace. I wanted to see, like, I had no commitments. Like, I wasn't in a relationship. All my jobs were flexible to the point, because, like, I was traveling a bunch after I graduated. Because, like, after you graduate, like, I literally didn't really have a plan.
Shout out to Alexa.
Shout out to Alexa. Why are we shouting out Alexa?
Because travel. You said travel.
Oh, yeah, that's my travel buddy. But, yeah, we went to Europe together. Y'all know the story from other podcasts. But anyway, I came out here after all my travels because I was like, I had no commitments to anyone or anything. And I was like, this is, if I'm going to, like, because I've always wanted to know what it was like on the West Coast. So I'm like, if I'm going to know, like, I should go now because, like, I am not committed to anything. I can go. The goal was to kill it out here, so succeed, and then be able to go back to New York and kill it again. So I'll be able to work on both coasts. Because isn't that the dream? You want to be able to work on both fucking coasts.
Drake once said, house on each coast, but I live on the charts. I'm just saying.
House on each coast, but I live on the charts.
Where were we?
James, you owe me a soda. Oh, how Carissa says to my friend. She's like, Jamesy, you owe me a mixie. She's trying to make it happen, but she's, like, trying to make fetch happen, but it's not happening.
So we were on, you thought it was easier?
Oh, I thought it was easier. Yes, because I also, like, didn't have it as hard as you did. I didn't start from scratch. Like, I was able to, like, call up my uncle and be like, listen, I want to go check out LA, and, you've said, like, mi casa, su casa, obviously. It's family, though. Like, like, you can come here and figure it out. Like, so I'm not paying rent right now, which is fantastic. And
wow! Hashtag the free rent.
Yes, for now. But, like, also, I want my own space. Like, after coming out of college, I had, like, in college, I had my own house. Like, I was living off campus. I was living the life. And then going back to, like, sharing a room. Well, I'm super, super grateful because I still didn't pay rent in New York, but I was able to, like, I was a nomad in New York. I was living with Alexa for, like, the time after, but, like, I was also living with her between summers. Was
Alexa clean?
No, but we were, like, the same.
Oh, you're dirty.
No, like, it was not dirty, but, we'll clean, but the thing is, like, we're so busy, like, the room was, like, just, like, a stopping point. Like, it was, like, we knew we were, like, hustling, so I'd be like, yo, we'd be coming home at, like, 2 a.m. every day, wake up, be out of the house by 7, so it's, like, that's what I'm saying, like, the hustle, like, we kind of had the same mentality. We had the same personality, kind of, and, like, we just worked together.
Secured the bag.
Secured the bag, and, like, her family, like, adopted me. I was blessed, like, and, like, a lot of my friends' families in Queens, because I'm from Long Island, so, like, I was able to work in the city and in Queens and all that stuff because of my friends, because they're like, we know you're hustling, we know you're working, like, you're not, like, freeloading off us, you're just, like, making it easier for you to make that money to get to where you need to be. So I am so grateful for all my friends in New York. That's why I'm like, I have this huge, like, I have my heart in New York. All my friends, my family, they have helped me and supported me. That's why I think it's been easy. Like, me moving to LA was, like, hard. It's a big change. I'm leaving all my friends and family behind, and then I came here and, like, I just had all their support. It was like, and all of them were like, listen, do not come back here without succeeding. Like, whatever you need to do out there, because I know
you're not going back anyway. But
because you need to. Because I know you can. And I'm like, all right, well, if they think I can, then here it is. And then when I got here, like, I was just like every day, like, where I'm gonna work, what's like the most convenient, and like my job is like 5 minutes away from me. My gym is right there. I found my boxing coach at my bar, like I said. Offered me a sweet deal. Like, you don't get the boxing deal that I get. I'm like, that is amazing. And, I was grateful to find, like, as soon as I was applying to roles, I was, like, my 2 best friends that I met out here real quick, Sterling and Philly, shout out. I met them at a casting, my first casting. I did my acting class. I got a car, I got a job, and, like, I'm working on this production that I'll talk to you about later on in MoMo on the Move. But, yeah, the whole month of July, I'm going to be busy.
Yeah, and you look like you've already gotten popping shit. Like, all you're missing is popping dick, but...
Really, nigga?
But
aside from that, I feel like it's coming. Literally coming. It's coming.
It's literally coming. But, yeah, that's how I feel like. I feel like LA, I was able to, like, focus more because I didn't have my friends and family from home. Because I love you guys, but y'all are distracting. Because my family, they're just as lit as I am. That's where I get my litness from.
Wow.
So then my friends, they want to get lit, and so when they're not trying to get lit, my family's trying to get lit, and I'm trying to get lit with both of them. So it's just a bunch of litness going on. I'm like, that's where all my money was going. Right? I was like, you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm working more and not focusing on what I want to do as an actor because I'm focused on the money and like hanging out with my friends and being able to have that opportunity. Because sometimes you do need the money to have the time to like.
Yeah.
And when you spend time with them, you want to like, you want to go out.
Not because you're my friend or anything, but prior to this, I was looking at you on camera. You have a really dope look. Like, you look so good on camera.
I don't even...
No. I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm not trying to gas you. I'm not trying nothing. Like, realistic. You have a really nice, like, look. Like, you have a dope look. You look good on the camera. Like, some people either look good on camera or don't. You look good on camera, girl. I hope this camera's rolling. How do we know this shit's rolling? How do we know this shit didn't stop?
We should probably like check it. I feel like we've had a very insightful... I think we let people who are trying to figure it out, we gave them some pointers and some pros and cons for the West Coast versus the East Coast. But I just feel like if you're ever questioning on your next move, hence MoMo on the move.
I think you just fucking go.
If you have no commitments, like, and if it's a commitment that's like not gonna get you to where you want to be or where you feel like you'll be the happiest, then I feel like you need to let that commitment go and like
fucking figure it out because we are never gonna be this age again.
Exactly.
You don't want to be 50 regretting shit.
Exactly.
Because most people regret the shit that they didn't do, not the shit that they did do.
Word.
So, fucking go on the move.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So make it count, guys. Cheers to that. Clearly the tequila is hitting in and we feel inspirational as fuck. But it's fucking true. It's fucking facts here. But I think we've done it all here on MoMo on the Move. Thank you for watching.
She's kicking me off the show. Look at that.
Honestly, it's
wow. Am I a star here? Like, I'm trying to be a star. Like,
so follow Mr. International Poppy. Is that what it is on Instagram?
Mr. International _Poppy. But you feel me? Like.